Is that like a personal attack or something? Is that a request? Do you think I should? Yeah, I work out a lot. Thanks for asking.
My girl Brie Larson has responded. She has confirmed that she watches our YouTube content, and I couldn't be happier. Just a little while after that video hit the internet that caught fire with her responding to Variety, essentially saying no one wants her back as Captain Marvel, she then sends this tweet out, "Trolls combust," showing how much she's paying attention, and I couldn't be happier. I hope we get 10 Captain Marvel movies. I will be disappointed if we don't. I'm already frustrated that we're not getting Captain Marvel 2. Why are you taking my girl Brie's character out of the title? Why are you doing that to her? Why would you do that, Disney? She's the star. She's the one that's making all of these YouTubers angry. She's the reason. How dare you not give me Captain Marvel 2? I demand Captain Marvel 2. I saved this woman's YouTube channel. I helped build it. I helped make her career. And now you take Captain Marvel 2 away from me? Unacceptable. But on the real, yes, she is here responding. And I don't know what's going on with Brie. I really don't. It's hard to kind of get a gauge on her. You know, she had that Variety interview, which again, we'll watch right here. She had this Variety clip that has 5 million views. 5 million views. And so it's really hard to get a gauge on what exactly is going on with her. Here we go.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
Long.
And so after that, she then uploads the clip of Trolls Combust, you know, with the Marvels cast right here. And I love this look right here. She is like, "What's up? What's up, YouTubers? What's up, YouTubers? You gonna get mad?" I love it. Brie has got some attitude now, and it really is hard to get a gauge on her. You know, I pulled up this video right here. This is Charisma on Command. Charisma on Command, which is a huge YouTube channel. They did a video on Brie Larson. 16 million views, breaking down how she can make people dislike her immediately. 16 million views. We're going to watch a little bit of this, but it kind of brings it into a bigger picture where it's like, yeah, there's a reason people are making videos about this woman, and it's because of the way she interacts, the things she says. She brings this negative attention to herself. Now, I don't think that she's doing it to get attention necessarily. I don't think she's that self-aware. I think it just happens, and then I think she's probably making the best of the situation after the fact, but I absolutely don't believe that she was intending to rile anyone up the other day. If she did, that's fantastic. Like, the credit where credit's due if she did, but I highly doubt it. But let's listen to a little bit of this Charisma on Command video, and I'll drop the link below because I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but this is a really good video.
A few recent Brie Larson interviews have caught the attention of Marvel fans.
Right, guys?
Yeah.
Isn't it fun being there for all my extra takes?
People have asked if the cast doesn't get along with Brie, and even as an audience member, it's tough to sit through some of these interviews without cringing. So today, I want to talk about what you can learn from these situations and how to prevent yourself from doing specific behavior patterns that can make people dislike you without you intending or even realizing it.
Now, what's important there is showing, like, the Brie Larson bots out there. They seem to have this they seem to have this idea that you have to love everything about this woman, and if you criticize anything about her, you are a danger to society. And it's like, it's so weird to have that situation. So, like, for instance, I watch sports, and I like a lot of professional athletes that aren't necessarily liked by their teammates because they're so demanding and they have such a high standard, and they turn off a lot of people that, you know, are their teammates. And that's just a reality of the situation. So for Brie to be kind of unlikable by her castmates, it's not an inherently good or bad thing. But for some reason, the people that like her or claim to like her, they have this desire where you have to like her too. You have to like everything about her. And if you criticize anything about her, you are toxic. And it's like, no, there's genuine reasons why people bring these concerns up because of the way she interacts. She brings this on herself with her public interviews, with her public words. It's a very valid discussion to have.
And I want to make this clear. There are interviews that I can show you where Brie is extremely likable. You're going to see a few clips of them in this video. I'm addressing these two more recent interviews because they're topical and because they provide great insight into charisma mistakes that I see many people make. The first issue that you want to avoid is reading negative intent in an ambiguous situation. Brie's Wired interview has this repeatedly.
Go to college. No! Would Brie Larson work out? Like, hypothetically, would I at some point? Is that like a personal attack or something? Or is that a request? Do you think I should? Yeah, I work out a lot. Thanks for asking.
We'll come back to this idea of interpreting negative intent because it is possible that she wasn't doing that at all and was actually aiming for sarcasm in these situations.
And that could apply to this.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
So could that be sarcasm, as Charisma on Command is saying? Absolutely, it could be. It's impossible to read that, but it doesn't necessarily come off as sarcasm. And I use sarcasm a lot, and I don't see any sarcasm in the Variety interview. I 100% can see a potential sarcasm in the Wired interview that they just showed here, but not in the Variety interview. I don't see any sarcasm whatsoever there.
The problem is that sarcasm requires a tell. You must go over the top, either in your word choice, body language, or tone, or people will not recognize sarcasm where you might have intended it. Without that, Brie's defensiveness appears sincere.
Left-handed. Why do you need to know? Can Captain Marvel beat Superman? I can't believe you even have to Google that. Duh. I mean, why?
To be clear, you can add sarcasm to this type of a joke. For instance, Aubrey Plaza gives similar responses in her Wired interview, but people responded much better. And it's because she's communicating that she doesn't mean what she says, in this case, by narrowing her eyes and changing her tone slightly.
Does Aubrey Plaza have a sister?
I have two sisters.
Yeah. Oh.
That's none of your business. That's my family.
Since it is so subtle, this level of sarcasm will be missed by many people, and I know that British people are going to hate this recommendation, but at least in America, a good rule of thumb is that when you are being tongue-in-cheek, do not be flat in your delivery, especially if a literal interpretation of what you're saying would make you sound like a jerk.
So that would fall in line with this just being really, like, it is really hard to sense sarcasm in this. It really is. One more time.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
Long.
That I just can't find sarcasm in that. I really can't. It's impossible.
Over the top and changing your tone, your gestures, or your facial expressions. This helps people distinguish between normal conversation and a character that you are playing for the purpose of a joke. This next clip is a great example of Brie playing like she's upset while making it clear that that isn't truly how she feels. She's not really offended. Now watch for the change in her voice tone and her over-the-top gesticulating.
That's a problem?
Well, I feel inferior, but it's okay. Go for it.
Why would you feel inferior?
Well, look at it. First of all, and second of all, I have nothing.
Oh, no, right there. Look, you got a little, cup of juice there.
Great,
Yeah,
perfect.
Help yourself. There you go.
But back
Now that was pre-social justice Brie. She did come off very likable in that moment. She came off very likable. But of course, as we've learned, the more that a person gets involved with social justice, the less likable they become. That is just an objective fact that we have seen over and over again. The further you go down the left-wing rabbit hole, the more insufferable you become. And that was a very good example of that, because she was very likable in that clip versus her social justice version, which is this clip.
Back to the first point. It is possible that Brie might be sincere in her frustration with these questions. Now, obviously, we can't read minds, but there is no absurdity, no smile to release the tension, just flat statements, as if she is interpreting what she was being asked as an attack.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or...
Regardless of what was happening in Brie's head, in your own life, you would benefit tremendously from reading positive intent into ambiguous situations like these. In fact, even when people are undeniably being rude to you, reading positive intent can be an excellent way to gain control of the situation. It's part of what made Russell Brand so admirable in his MSNBC interview from several years ago. That entire interaction deserves a breakdown on its own, but just watch here where the host takes aim at Russell's accent. He could get flustered in response, but instead he assumes positive intent and cracks back a friendly joke.
But on satellite radio in the car, I can't understand a single joke you say.
You can't understand it.
Can you understand me? Yes, but I'm telling you, when I'm driving in the car and everyone's laughing in the audience of the radio, I'm like, I have no idea what he's saying.
It's best you focus on your driving, Brian. You're a man, you don't want to be distracted by humour. You might crash into a pedestrian.
Okay. So it's a good thing.
I think it's probably for the best.
Jokes like these...
Good. That's good. That's good. Now, again, if you want to, I'll link this Charisma on Command video. It's still got about 6 minutes left, so it's really good. It's a really good video, really good breakdown, and a great channel overall. But I thought it was interesting, that clip right there where you have the right here. Like, this is pre-social justice Brie Larson. Very likable.
Purpose of a joke. This next clip is a great example of Brie playing like she's upset while making it clear that that isn't truly how she feels. She's not really offended. Now watch for the change in her voice tone and her over-the-top gesticulating.
That's a problem?
Well, I feel inferior, but it's okay. Go for it.
Why would you feel inferior?
Well, look at it. First of all, and second of all, I have nothing.
Oh, no, right there. Look, you got a little, cup of juice there.
Great,
Yeah, go and
perfect.
help yourself. There you go. Oh.
Yes. That's what social justice does to you. So that's the latest. Brie Larson responding, and I responded with hearts because I appreciated her acknowledging my existence, our existence. I understand that it means a lot to her, all the help that I gave her YouTube channel. She was a struggling YouTuber. I reached down to the plunges of filth in the internet and pulled her up and showed her the way and showed her how to monetize, and I kind of resurrected her career, and it was such an amazing moment, and I know she's thankful. I know she is. She's never really said anything directly, but I'm pretty sure she knows who I am. I think. Probably not. That was sarcasm, obviously. But thank you guys for checking out this video. I appreciate it. There's a lot of content coming your way. We're having a lot of fun with it. Rings of Power's going on. House of the Dragon, I'm still just having a lot of trouble getting invested in that as everyone else. Cobra Kai is phenomenal. I have nothing bad to say about Season 5 of Cobra Kai. It's my second favorite season, and I love every season of Cobra Kai. The first season is my favorite, but Season 5 is definitely my second favorite season. It is unbelievable. I can't believe how good of a job they continue to do. I can't believe how much they make me care about these characters in this world. It's cheesy at times, but it works. There's an emotional connection I have. I love everything about Cobra Kai. Splatoon 3 is out. We've been playing that over on Geeks and Gamers Play. Splatoon 3 is breaking records right now over in Japan, so that is super cool. So check out Geeks and Gamers Play. Obviously, everything going on with 221B. You can get your Geeks and Gamers hat over there and some merch, so please go to 221B Tactical. Check out the Geeks and Gamers collection. Get you some merch. Thank you guys. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.